Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Just playing rivulet. Not really made the board. So we'll do that now. Whenever I'm making these boards, I like to find the challenges that are too difficult and then change them into something that's like more reasonable. Like, let's just kill white lizards. I have 3. I mean, they're common enough. A hazer. I guess that's not that bad. Actually, I can change this. Bring a hazer through a bunch of gates, and then that way, these kind of work together. And just submerged. I don't really like the submerged. You know what? Actually, to make this fun, let's add a few more. I know there's an arena unlock. Where is arena unlock? I think it's Aquacenti. And then maybe another one. Hold on. What's in outskirts? There's a few green lizards. Let's make this pin like 3 green lizards. I don't want it to do anything with moon. Is there a pearl challenge? Yeah, how about just collect pearls? I like the pearls. I can't imagine being so dedicated to trying to dock someone that you like record every time they mention the weather to like match it with like, well, how do you even do that? Look at like records of like weather over time and like try to find all the places where the weather lines up perfectly with the reports. Let's eat vulture grubs. Because they're kind of... Actually, how about I'll do some unusual ones. So vulture grub, eat like 4 of these. And then maybe over here we can eat some maybe egg bugs. And we'll make it 7. 7 so that it takes more than 1 egg bug. And then this, just randomize this. Transfer to yeek. Honestly, not bad, because there's yeeks in farm raise. Enter farm raise. And actually, let's collect the SB Ravine Pearl. Those fit together. How many? Hold on, I kind of, well, do I want a vulture cheese? I kind of want a vulture cheese. Where are the vultures in Chimney? Oh, there's 5 of them. So 5 for like 15 points each. Let's make this like 90. And then if that's gonna be 90, this should be like 200. And I'll try a little bit of combat as a rivulet. Let's make this like a passage maybe. Not martyr. Oh, how about just an echo? Actually, I kind of like Dragon Slayer too, but exterior echo, I like that one. It'd be nice if there was a get popcorn in region. Actually, I wonder if I set like an eating goal, you can't customize that. There could be more customization with these challenges, like eating a food in a specific region, but like I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be added. Hazers, no. Hoarding items in shelters. I think scavenger bomb would be kind of funny, just like 2 of them. And let's make this one more interesting. From farm raise. I think this board is good. I don't see any like awful challenges. Or trade with merchants. I just kind of like I'm tired of this challenge because it's really annoying to do and it shows up all the time. Oh, you know what would be interesting to see on a board? Imagine like where is this? Is it just food? No, it's a different challenge. Consume karma flowers. What if I set this like really high? It's like there's 2 challenges, but like one of them could be a lot easier than the other, but it's like the same thing. So it's like, oh, you know, if I'm gonna get 7 karma flowers, I might as well go for 15. But like then it's like a much bigger commitment. I don't know. Maybe I'll experiment with that in the future. Farm raise, sure. Okay, I think this one is good. Hello, welcome to the stream. This shelter. I feel like there's some bias with the shelters. Like some of them show up way more often than others. I mean, you're not watching the stream with your full attention for the whole like 2 to 3 hours, like a fake fan or something. Nah, it's chill. You can do whatever. So whenever I make the board, I kind of like forget immediately what the board is the moment I start the game. Chimneys has some good stuff. I guess I could go to like Sky Island's chimney. Oh, actually, don't enter chimney. That actually is an unintentionally interesting challenge. Because I can't really get to exterior otherwise, but there's an echo there. Also, this is a Pipeyard song. I guess I go to farm raise from... Or I guess I could go straight to industrial. But that wouldn't really work out. What would it? Okay, I know what to do. It involves going in this direction. Uh-oh. These guys are blocking the way. How am I supposed to get through this? Okay, thank you. Okay, now how am I supposed to get past this? He's actually angry now. Or hungry, or just like... bloodthirsty? I don't really know what's up with these guys. They seem to want to kill you, but only after a while. I wonder what would happen if you started... I think it would just break the game. Like, what if you put yourself in Outer Expanse as rivulet? That would actually be an interesting... I kind of want to try that. You know, let's do some experiments today. I'm going to finish this bingo. I'm just going to be coming up with ideas for potentially interesting bingos. And we'll do some science later. And see if I can make those a reality. If you don't know, there will be a bingo tournament starting somewhat soon. Although it's there's not like full details about it. So I don't know when it's actually going to start, when like games will be streamed. But for this event, all of the bingo boards will be created in advance by some like volunteers, because last event it took too much time to just like create the board right when the game started, right? It was like half an hour of setup, and then you would finally get around to actually like playing the game. So like this time it's going to be, the boards are all pre-made. Just like if you are participating in the event, you can't play a board that you made, so you don't have any advantage. But I want to make some boards for the events, and I have mixed feelings about this process. Because I'm a little bit worried that some people are going to make ridiculous boards, some of which I've already seen myself. But it's like kind of understandable too, because it's like so many bingo boards look exactly the same. Like this board is maybe a little bit interesting, but like it's like all the same kind of challenges that we see all the time. So like, why not mix things up and like make all the challenges crazy? Like you can play like Artificer and have a bunch of challenges to like blow stuff up with grenades. Like that's kind of an interesting challenge, because already has easy access to grenades, unlike the other characters. Okay, so this is industrial. I think I'm gonna go to farm raise. Right, I can't go to outskirts. Actually, I can't go to outskirts. Wait, this is actually not a very good move. I can't go to outskirts or chimney. I really should just gone to Sky Islands, huh? I can go to garbage waste. I could take a really weird route, going to like garbage and shoreline to sub. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do exactly that. Because I'm gonna need to travel through 9 regions before getting the chimney. So I might as well just like get a bunch of the regions out of the way. And there are some goals in garbage, right? Am I making that up? Store bombs. Like I think I can only reasonably find bombs. Oh, I should have done this challenge while I was in Pipe Yard. Oh well, I'm coming back to Pipe Yard later anyway. I'm kind of just like doing a really bad job at writing this. I guess I could get grenades here. Hi. If there are 2 grenades in this... Okay. Classic. I guess do I need to go to garbage wastes? What was the goal that I was thinking about? I've made some bad decisions. I need another colored pearl. I think that's the problem. Maybe I should go back to Pipe Yard. I need to bring a pearl with me so I can get 3 total pearls. And I can't go to outskirts, I can't go to chimney. So I guess, like, get the garbage pearl? Or maybe shaded. Actually, there's not really a reason to go to shaded or garbage. That's an interesting sound effect. Also, I will take you. Let's re-roll the scavenger treasury. I almost like freaked out for a second thinking that someone else completed those goals before me. It was just the lizard bleeding out. Shrub patched the game so that he can join people's games without them knowing. Alright, good luck with your PvP. It sounds like, I mean, you remembered what I told you, so that's pretty good. Why are there 2 eels here? Why are you here? How did I not die there? I think I go to Shaded, because Shaded has a merchant that I can trade a bunch with easily. Okay, now the garbage waste music is playing, so. Hi. Okay. I looked away at the wrong time. Also, I forgot to check the sounds like the start of a creepypasta. What specifically? Wait, what was I talking about? Oh, the entering the game. Right. I was just doing a regular single player bingo and suddenly another team completed a challenge. I didn't think much of it first. Oh, okay, the scavengers are here. I can't really take from them right now. I actually throw a spear there. Okay, well, if I want grenades, garbage is probably better. And I'm like right here. I just pinned that vulture. Wham! I don't know why I made that noise. I was trying to say something and be surprised at the same time, but. I didn't expect the vulture to fly away so quickly. Hey, new vulture. I got him. Waluigi. Nah, he's in the YouTube chat. That's good. Pick up the creature challenge and a pile of other items. Sick. My spear. There should be a challenge to give spears to garbage worms. That is on the list. Shrub, I hope you're not overwhelmed by people asking you to do stuff. Only get 8 pings a day. Where's Nasu? Ignore most of it. Cause like now I'm kind of getting into like making bingo boards. I'm seeing like a lot of opportunities for challenges that might be interesting. We're best friends now. You guys don't want to be here. Who's dragged into the depths? These stupid sand lizards keep looking in the wrong direction. Oh, I missed. Nice wall pounce. Oh wait, I have to carry this with me. That's fine, I guess. Red centipede incoming. And I have to carry more pearls. Changing pink creatures. The same on multiple regions. Isn't that how it already works? Wait. So there's the challenge to like pin a creature in general, doesn't matter where. And there's one to pin in a specific region. Or no. Pin in like different regions total. How good it is. Or like a dead creature. So it could be like pin lantern mice in 2 different regions. You could pin it and shade it and then drag it to industrial and pin it again and that would count. But can't you just do that just by taking a separate lantern mouse? Or do you mean like with a more... Because I feel like any other creature would be too hard to move around. And if it is easy to move around, then you could just like find a second one, like a small centipede or a suicide or something like that. I should probably get these down. Possible the lineage of King Vulture in Survivor's campaign? I don't know. Okay, well, kind of set the popcorn number low, but time to wait. And actually, kind of need to carry this pearl with me. Surely a scavenger won't steal that. Also, surely a scavenger merchant will actually show up in the scavenger merchant room. Look, I don't know everything in Rain World. Hi, how's it going? Is this tournament practice? I guess everything is. Timing. I have no idea what's up with this guy. Is he drowning? Also, hold on. I think I dropped the other pearl that I was carrying. So I don't know where it went. Should have just dropped it up here, honestly. I'm covered in leashes. Oh, there it is. I saw it. Make that a challenge too. Get grabbed by some number of leeches. And it'll be like, get grabbed by like 7 leeches, but like, how do you live that, you know? That's the challenge. Yeah, 2v2. Ferret would probably like it. I mean, there's not really any challenges that interact with leeches, right? You can't really kill them easily, although it is possible, I think. Maybe hit them with snails. Hit leeches with snails. That's kind of an intended mechanic, yeah. But that's also like a challenge that will always be completed in a single cycle. Hi. Basically just find a location with snails and leeches and you just complete it. Why are you here? Okay, well, back to Pipe Yard, I think. Go Sky Islands? I don't know, this route is really weird at this point. He's blending in. Maybe I'll also eat the karma flowers here. Another idea for a challenge. Trade a specific item with a scavenger. And it could be something like trade trade a like a karma flower to a merchant. That is on the list. I'm so original. Because like if you trade the flower with a merchant, or maybe just with a scavenger in general, I don't know. I guess merchant is more consistent. Well, even merchants aren't very consistent at all. Like if you tried to trade your flower, you wouldn't be able to like eat it yourself, so it'd be a trade-off. But I guess that might be soft locked. If the karma flower challenge is completed, then there won't be any karma flowers left unless like that challenge also causes them to spawn. Making this for like 2 months. Okay, so I might as well just like not bring up any ideas at all. Alright, now I'm just carrying these pearls with me. Time to go to Pipe Yard. Wow, you're fast. But I'm faster. What are you throwing at? Are you throwing at the overseer? Why isn't there a way to slow down time, but only for creatures? Or maybe there is a way. Maybe there's some mod out there. That'd be neat. Like freeze time for a while. Tame a lizard, those are already a challenge. Although I think a variation that has been suggested before is to like tame a certain number of creatures in general. Which I guess would be lizards or cicadas too, because they kind of have a tracker, but it's like it's weird, kind of like broken. But I don't know, maybe it would just be lizards, but I think that'd be cool because taming goals are either really easy or really hard. Yeah, cicadas at best ignore you. Cause like if you have a goal to tame a green lizard, you find a green lizard and you give it like one like hazer or centipede or some like random creature like that, and now it's your best friend. And that's it. That's the whole challenge. Find like some random find literally any food at all, give it to a green lizard, and that's it. But if the challenge is to like tame like a white lizard, just a little bit more difficult to tame. But then it's like you gotta like find something to give them that they'll actually eat because they're kind of because they're a little stupid sometimes. And then once you feed them, you have to like go find like a second item to feed them and hope they don't die to like a scavenger or a vulture or something like that. Or like shelter with them and then like do it a second time the next cycle while like not letting them die at all. Keep track of what lizard it actually is. It's way more effort just for a slightly more difficult creature to tame. But if it's like tame like 3 lizards, that's like okay. So you want to tame like the ones that are easy to tame, like greens and like blue lizards and such. But you need to find multiple of them. You need to find multiple items to feed them. but you just kind of like move on to a different lizard every time. You don't need to stick with the same one. Okay, I think from here it's Sky Islands. Sky Islands. Farm, and then like, do I want to go to outskirts or subterranean? Because there's a reason to go with both. I could take the Yeek to subterranean and then get the Echo to leave immediately. Actually, that's kind of not a bad idea because I could also get the Pearl, but there's nothing else to do in sub. Okay, Sky Islands. Something that I realized from Bingo, you can move really fast in this game if you never get distracted at all. And a handful of recent Bingo experiences taught me that. One game, there was a lot of gold. We started in industrial, and there were a lot of gold. I think it's industrial. It's either industrial or outskirts. Yeah, we started in outskirts. And there was a lot of goals in exterior that were like pretty easy, you know? So basically, if you could get to exterior, you could make the challenges. So it's like, okay, so just rush to exterior. But also there was a goal to tame a green lizard. But like, we're in outskirts. It's not that hard to tame a green, so let me just go do that real quick. And I got lucky by getting a noodlefly. The noodlefly just like flew up to me and I grabbed it to feed the lizard. And I think that little bit of time that I spent taming that lizard meant that I was behind on the race to exterior. And the other team completed all the goals before me. Just because I spent a little bit of extra time taming a lizard. And also probably a few other mistakes too. Like I wasn't as optimal as I could have been. But it only takes like 1 to 3 minutes to like navigate an entire region, but it also takes like 1 to 3 minutes to like do any like individual task. So by this like oh, I'll just stick in this region, complete one goal, and then move on to the next. Oh, the other team has already gone through like 2 regions in that time, and they're way ahead of you. And if there's challenges like collect arena unlocks or pearls, they're just like in static locations. You just have to stop by those places, pick them up, and that's the challenge, right? So if you're faster, you can complete the challenges without spending much time at all. But it also like that was a board that I made. I made that bingo board, and it was like kind of a lesson like, oh, maybe I shouldn't make boards with all the challenges focused really far away, because whoever gets there first just wins, basically. If that guy killed me. It's like, what is an interesting mix of like goals that are far away and like take some, or like, yeah, they're like focused on like how fast you get to the goal, versus challenges that are like stick in this one area and do something for a while, you know, such that it's like worthwhile to do both of them and not just like rush the goals immediately. I think that's like kind of how you make a good bingo board. Because as we know, races aren't very good in Rain World, because whoever like loses a little bit of time is immediately just at a disadvantage for the rest of the game. It's like, oh, I died to this lizard. I hope they also died for this, or else I just lost, you know. Which it's kind of a similar thing with bingo. Technically, you could just do the same thing both teams could do the same exact thing, but one team is just like better at it, and they would win. But I think there's like some strategy to it, like where, let's say you and the other team are going for the same goal, and they complete the goal first. You know that they have a head start, and they're probably going to complete whatever other goals are in that direction before you do. So maybe you should just like go in a different direction. Just go somewhere else. And while they're like in that region doing those goals, you're doing something else that they can't challenge at all. And maybe that leads to a bingo that they won't be able to block, even though they had a head start on going in that other direction. There's a lot of pearls here, but I already have 4 out of 6. And I don't think there's anything else to do in Sky Islands. It would be so cool if this movement worked. It would be so awesome. It'd be so cool. Meadow with friendly fire. I would love Meadow. I love if Meadow and Bingo worked, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I think the most reasonable way to do it is just, well, even just Meadow alone, it's hard to get players to sync up and let them travel to different regions, you know? And there's probably some way to do it such that, like, it's only, like, there only needs to be any amount of netcode if players are in the same region, right? If players are in a separate region, just let it be their own simulations that are completely separate. But the moment they enter the same region, it's like, oh, one of them has to sync up with the other. But it's probably not gonna happen. But if that could work, then you would then just like have a bingo board that you just manually use instead of using this mod. Unless this mod just like works. But it would be funny if you're like, you know what, we're not blocking the goal, we're just gonna kill them. If we can't go to that goal, they can't get it either. Go to farm raise and kill this slug guy. It would be sick, but I forgot. Okay, I went through Pipe Red twice and I forgot to do this challenge both times. I guess you could try in the same region. But like bingo goals get so condensed, like there's not much to do really. Like it only takes like 10 or 20 minutes to get like every single arena unlock, every single pearl, like all that stuff. And then what do you have left? Like kill creatures or like something like that. Oh, there's a vista point somewhere, so I need to look for that. But I think I'm gonna go to sub first and then just leave. Well, then there's also the depths drop. So like, should I go to outskirts first? Do I go to outskirts and then just like run back? Actually, that kind of sounds like a reasonable solution. Because there's a few things to do in outskirts. There's 3 challenges. But then there's more stuff to do in sub than I could go to shoreline afterwards. I think I'll do that. So let's just go to sub and maybe just look for vista points. I mean, routing for like for blackout is different than for bingo. Farm raise lagged back at it again. I thought I was holding down. Routing. Yep. I'm so good at routing. This is like the third time I forgot to bring a pearl there. I think in a 2v2 bingo game, first of all, you have a teammate. Very useful. Like you don't have to like go out of your way for like random goals in a single region. Just because you have to like complete all the goals, right? But also like some goals just aren't worth doing, you know? Like you could go out of your way to like do like a few extra goals in this region, but if they don't contribute toward a bingo, they might not be worth doing when you could be rushing towards a bingo or blocking the other team. Treat a teammate like it was an object. I have noticed from playing with some other players in bingo some like mistakes that they make with routing. Where it's like, oh, I made this region, I might as well do this goal, and then it takes like 10 minutes. And it's like, was that really worth it, you know? Sometimes it feels like it's like natural, like, oh, I'm in this place, I should do stuff in this area. Finally. I hate how quickly they turn around. And I kind of feel bad when most of my contribution to the theme is telling my teammate, hey, stop what you're doing. I don't think it's a good idea. Vista in this room, is it down here or up here? Down there or up here? No, I'm surprised the Vista point is like not like up here. It's just chilling. The center wing is guarding it. Yeah, I'm also whenever I'm watching Ferret play bingo, he never looks at the bingo board. Like, and it gates for like 5 seconds at most. But it's like, if I ever have like an opportunity to look at the board, I will. Just to familiarize myself with like what I need to be doing. Colored pearl, yeah. By the way, I don't need to do this, but I'm gonna do it for demonstration purposes. If you're rivulet, you can go down to this room and head over here, and there's like several popcorn. There's 2 popcorn right here. There's another one over there. So 3 popcorn that you get really easily just by taking this route. And the safari unlock is in that room too. Sorry about that. 8. I hate that. What? I'm not toxic. The hater of karma lizards? Is that what it's about? I mean, I can get behind that, but I think it's implied that it's like something else. We can't pick teammates anyway. Okay, that's kind of fair. I hate names. I mean, I hate. Sorry, that's a little, that's too strong of a word. I'm not a fan of naming things. You're a cool scavenger. No, actually, more like I'm just really bad at naming things. Can you guys get out of here, please? Mods, delete karma lizards. Do you wanna pearl? It's fine, the pearl will come back later anyways. What am I doing? I'm going to... Wait, I should be going down. No, I need to pin green lizards. And I'll go down to drainage. Or not into drainage, just by the gates there's a arena unlock. And you... I should think about more goals that can only be required with team, or yeah, they can only be, you can only get them with teamwork. As in, like, imagine a board with like chieftain and also kill like 6 scavengers, you know? It'd be really hard to get both of those at the same time, but like one player could kill the scavengers, one player could defend the scavengers, right? I'm trying to think of more examples. The goals where it's like don't do something, usually it removes progress for both players, right? Nice shield. Hello, he has a noodle fly. This guy isn't like invincible. Wow. I can't get him. Well, we're back in the goal about not dying. Yeah, everyone would just die immediately and no one would ever complete that challenge. Well, we're back here. I really should have just baited them to the flat part of that room. But they were really deflecting those spears. Is that another way of saying that ferret just dies a lot? Oh, I need to pearl again. I'm a bit stupid. That would be kind of interesting, but also probably really hard to implement. Some kind of goal where it's like you and your teammate need to do something at the same time. Like have a collective... Like, actually, yeah, that would be kind of interesting. Like have a collective... Some amount of like points or like, I don't know. If that's the board. How would that change the game if challenges were shared between both players? So, well, I guess it gets complicated because like, what if both players pick up the like industrial pearl? Would they count? Would that count as like picking up 2 colored pearls or just 1? Because it's both from the industrial. Both from industrial, you know. I think I had more examples of like the like scavengers thing. I guess you could have like Git, Saint Passage, and like Outlaw, or Git Monk, and like just like goals that you can't complete at the same time. Yeah, sure, I'll kill you. You guys want a mask? I probably should have just kept the mask. I also kind of like the idea of challenges where you can't complete both challenges at the same time. It's just like it's straight up impossible. Like a challenge not to enter industrial, but also like some challenges that you complete in industrial. So it's like kind of a trade-off of like maybe it's worth entering industrial to like get a bingo somewhere else on the board, even if we're losing progress. I might make some boards like that. This is unnecessary. I should just go. There's food later. What if there's a challenge to not harm a specific creature? Like Saint, but focused. You know? Don't kill though. I guess it would just be the opposite of the like hit creature goal, right? So if you hit a creature, it just cancels the goal. Which is like, I feel like a lot of the like don't challenges are too easy because it's just like, oh, don't eat this food. Okay, I'll just eat something else. You know, there's like so much food if you know where you're going. Did I forget something? I could eat some vulture grubs, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of goals where it's like, that actually makes it more difficult because killing these creatures could help you. Like, imagine the goal to not kill scavengers as already. Actually, that'd just suck. I think if that was the case, it'd have to be like, survive X cycles without hurting creature, but like, that's like so specific. It probably wouldn't come up much. It kind of works for Artie because there's scavengers everywhere, but for any other creature, it's like, oh, just don't go to that area, I guess. Or if we're not going to that area, then we're just going to complete the challenge automatically without doing anything. Like, imagine a really high points challenge, but you can't kill vultures. No vulture cheese, right? The one way that everyone gets point. Oh my goodness. Careful where you're throwing that. Do you want the pearl? Did you just take the pearl on his way out? Okay, that counted. Yeah, Dragon Slayer. That's an interesting interaction. Like, oh, you need this. You need Dragon Slayer, but you can't kill like green lizards. It's like that's one less of the easiest lizard to get. Well, I don't think greens are the easiest lizard to kill, but usually they're one of the easier ones for Dragon Slayer. Unfortunate that I lose both of the karma flowers here. Palming a scab without killing scabs, that's just RNG. I don't think you can control that. It's definitely possible. Like, if you, like, hit the back of the tool and there were no bombs to cause a chain reaction. Okay. Let's just shelter. I don't know why I carried the pearl. I actually don't need it at all. Hit a creature, but you can't kill it. So that's just hit creature with rocks, basically. I have no idea how this would work, but what about a challenge to, like, injure a creature to the point where they run away, but don't kill them? Okay, yeah, maybe that's too specific. Yeah, that's too Pacific Ocean. Oh, right, this room has, like, 20 scions in it. If you didn't know. Also, there's no spirits in this region. They got deleted. Okay, I don't like this place. My beloved outskirts green lizards. What have they done to you? What have they done to this room? Oh, this is better. This is more like it. Yeah. This is Rain World. I forget which lizard I pinned, so I can only pin the other one now. These guys are in the way. I think it was the more green one that I pinned and not the, like, slightly yellow one. Ah, come on. You saw the vision. Pin. I can't move. Please. That was lucky. This is bad. Come on. Your heads are so big. Just like throw the spears down the pit and hope you get lucky. Okay, maybe if I do This? No, not a pin. Oh. That counts. Okay, bro. I'm just leaving. And I know there's green lizards. I think there's green lizards elsewhere. In the long room. Don't do that. I'm out of bounds. I think boosting into every single room is part of the reason why speedrunners die in runs. Where it's like you're always just like moving forward, and then suddenly there's a creature in your way, and you're like, oh, I'm just like too far into the room to avoid this now. You know? Don't run away already. Alright, come on. There we go. Okay. Just gotta get the arena unlock and shelter. The food requirements, because you can't really store as much. I don't think it's that bad. Is this my first playthrough of Riv? It is not. Okay. So I think I leave now. Back to farm and then sub. I really should have more karma flower. I forgot to eat the karma flower earlier. You have to backtrack a little bit. There should be a challenge to like sit still and do nothing for like a certain amount of time. Like just like take a nap for like 2 minutes. It's a really easy challenge, but you're not making progress on anything else. But like if you don't take the nap, the other team might and get the challenge before you. So it's like a, you know, like when do you take the time to do that? Ow. There should be a pearl in this room. Top more speedrun records? I think that's not true anymore. I don't know if there's like counts of like how many records. Like who has the most records. Are they behind? Pearl. Thank you. I can check now. No, there's a lot of players. Have pretty good downpour runs. Yeah, Axolot has more. And I don't even know if Axolot has the most. Low Shrub. Who has the most records? Or I guess the most world records in downpour categories? Oh, I get to take the funny routes. Let's go. This is the best route that you could take in farm race. Oops. Farm Flower's not back. Funny route? That was the funny route. Well, it keeps going a little bit. That's not part of it. I think Axo. There we go. Okay, so you gotta like start moving mid-ploink. That you actually like drift to the side and not just like hit your head on the ceiling. Oh hey, a pearl, right when I need one. That's so nice. I really should have grabbed the pearl in the previous room. I always forget to bring pearls to souls. Excuse me. I actually thought he grabbed me for a second. Like, it would feel so Rainworld for that vulture to grab me out of, like, the 5 creatures in that tunnel. Okay. Does this work on these? I don't know. I hate you. Sorry. I just, like, look at this. Nothing is, like... Nothing is happening here. Nothing productive. Yeah, that Riv story record is like a whole thing. It's not even the world record anymore. It got beaten. I just don't think the run's been verified yet. Actually, there's a lot of records or a lot of runs right now that have not been verified for reasons. Basically, to like summarize it. Wait, why did I take like the? Okay, I could have just like kept going closer to the. I just took the wrong path. I just forgot what I was doing. I didn't even need to go through the toll. I guess I'll eat these. I can't. But the room at the end of the Riv story run, the timer is bugged or it was bugged. This actually got fixed, but the timer was bugged so that the timer would stop a room early the moment the next room gets loaded in. So the room with Moon's chamber where she's sitting, the moment that room got loaded in, the timer would stop. And if for whatever reason your computer loaded the room faster, you would get a faster time, which is what happened. So basically, Tactical Ferrets, the other runner who did Riv story, his time was faster, but I entered the final room faster. Because like, oh, if the timer stopped, I don't need to like try on this last room, right? But I had better movement on that last room. But like, so like, all right, just like ignore that room because the timer's all broken. The previous room, for that point, we both actually entered that room like on the same frame, or really close to the same frame. So that was kind of the compromise, just to say that's a tie, instead of giving Barrett the record because the room loaded faster. Although I think he should just gotten the record, just because. Oh, it doesn't count the loading times? Yeah. Well, we just mostly use the in-game timer for Rain World. And sometimes loading counts, sometimes it doesn't. But we don't use external, or we don't use live split for timing stuff. And even if we did, I don't know if it like has a way to like not count to loading times. It's a bit weird. Yeah, sorry I record at like 24 FPS. Actually, I think I've increased it to 30, but just because OBS is like really weird and like has a bunch of problems, and I was like just trying to like lower all the settings until it worked. But even though that doesn't fix anything. I could actually probably stream at a much higher quality than I actually do. I'm just like paranoid that like everything is gonna break. If you record or if you set your game frame rate to 40 FPS, does it perfectly align with the tick rate? I kind of have a feeling that it wouldn't, actually. Unless there was like no lag at all or something like that. Not really. I know there's some weird stuff in Geometry Dash where the physics... What was changed in update? I forget. There's some weird tech where like some levels were like only beatable at like really specific frame rates. Because that's just like how the clicks just lined up with the level. Like, here's a level with like a bunch of frame perfects, unless you set your frame rate to like 15.4, and then it like you just click like alternating on this like at that rate. Physics frames are now always 240. Okay. So I think I just enter. I don't want to leave Subterranean. How strange that I'm holding down the jump button and the yeek is actually jumping whenever we hit the floor. So weird that it actually works in this one particular moment. I don't need the yeek anymore. And I think I grab a karma flower and then leave. Probably just shelter to lock it in. You have breakfast? Gotta go to the depths. Nice lag spike. There's actually a route that I could take that might be more direct to get to the depths. Actually, no, we don't take that route in Pilgrimage, so it's probably not better. But also, I'm not taking that route right now, so... Oops. Why are you here? Okay, this is impossible. Hey, subterranean music. Hi. Seems like there's something going on here. Well, I won't interrupt. I see ya. Thanks for stopping by. There were two in there. I only saw the first one. So leaving filtration sucks. Usually just like you just go to the depths and you never see these again, but we'll be seeing them again. Nice handstand. What the heck? Oh, can I just do this? No. Okay. That's the kind of thing that would happen in a tournament, and no one would notice it on the stream. There we go. I guess I got the depth goal. That's good. And that would be it. I forgot the shelter. I guess I'll just keep going instead. I don't know what kind of noises that guy is making. Alright, shelter here. So I don't really need to care about killing stuff. Just kill some white lizards and then like vulture trees. I can probably do all of that in Chimney. And pipe yard. This goal that I forgot to do. And I think I just go to Shoreline. Was it the Shoreline that I wanted to go to? Yeah, because I need to enter Submerged and then get the unlock, which is a really fun place to do that. I guess I can just passage straight back to like Industrial. It'd be really neat if there was some way. Sorry, this is completely unrelated. If there was some way to like edit geometry while you're playing. While you're dashing. So true. Cause I just saw that little hop that I did. You know when you do an E-slide off a platform? That little hop that you get after a certain amount of time? There's still probably some like movement possibilities there, right? Some kind of like movement puzzle where like you have to use that hop to like cross a gap or something like that. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. Sometimes I think about like the kind of like stuff you could do in this game if it was like more of a platformer, but just like level editing, like movement based challenges just like takes a long time because you have to re-render the room every time you make a tiny change, or maybe you don't have to. I don't know. That's what I'd like to see, just like basically like instant feedback of like editing a room and then like testing the level. Whoops. Crucial mistake. We're chill. We're having a great time. Oops. I want to do knee slide pounce. They can still kill you, right? They just have a harder time aiming. Well, they're just like random. Alright, wall pounce here. Just kidding. Nice wall pounce. You're edible. They didn't want to be eaten. Why are they made of food? Okay, the only reason to be here is to enter submerged. I think I'll just passage out of that region. Actually, how possible would a like hits creature with snail challenge be? Because they're not like items like a jellyfish. Not sure. Yeah, because there's a system for like kill credit stuff, right? I imagine that's what's going on for the other challenges. I'm not far from submerged now. There's a center Aquapede here. Oops. Definitely the most optimal way to do that movement. I have another question about arena unlocks. I know some of the unlocks are exclusive to certain characters. Like there's a Leviathan unlock in that room, but I think it's like exclusive to Hunter, or like maybe like just like Survivor can't get it, something like that. If you have a challenge to get one of those unlocks as the wrong character, can you still show up? It doesn't generate? Well, like, can you set it manually? Actually, I think I'm sheltered here because Aquapedes are scary. Well, I guess there's only one Aquapede. And watch as I die to that Aquapede. Okay, so the world state does stop it. Hell yeah. I really showed that wall. Favorite Echo theme? It's a nice one. Hello, I'm the streamer. I'm going to Submerged. There's 2 challenges to do there. I'm not doing a very good job though. What was that? Thank you. Why are you up here? Centipede? Nope. Most effective all pants ever? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe let's just go down. Yeah, just go under everything. You grab me? Okay, so the point at which their centipedes kill you is like right about there. I think I've talked about this somewhat recently. I've had some inspiration to create like a kind of generic RPG with turn-based combat. Flashing underwater looks cool. Sure. So I was just thinking, like, games with turn-based combat are usually kind of boring. Like, what if there was like, what if it was like Dark Souls? which kind of doesn't make any sense at all. But like, usually what action you take per every turn doesn't really matter all that much. I feel like in like every game with turn-based combat that I've played, it's like you deal damage by like attacking repeatedly, and if you're low on health, you use the heal spell or item or whatever. No. Also with like a kind of more like immediate controls, because like menuing in those kind of games, it's kind of annoying. Where it's like, let's say like a party of like four characters, each of them have like a bunch of different options for what they can do. So like they can attack, they can use a special, they can use an item, and it's like, you select which attack, like they want to attack, and then you switch like which kind of attack, and then you switch which target they hit. It's like so much menuing to get through one like turn where you just like hit them all, hit the enemies once or something like that. Like, I don't know. It's like a full player of 4 like necessary? Probably not. Probably just have one character on your team. Could there be like multiple buttons? The same way that you might have like a fighting game, I guess, right? You have like a light attack, a heavy attack, a special attack, or something like that. So you just like press the attack button on the enemy that you select, and that's the attack is instantly like that. I guess maybe there's a point where you smooth out everything in turn-based combat. You just are left with just regular combat in a real-time game. Ooh, that's not a max karma. I don't think there's any food here. No, there's really no food here. Oh no, there's the bubble, the glow weed, but I think they don't show up. Okay, time to go all the way back. Also because my ability to create, my confidence in what I'm able to create in video games has gone down a lot. So like maybe I just need like the most simple like text-based like game where it's like nothing but like numbers going up and down. Okay, this is just like problematic. Thank you. So, submerged. I know where the aquapede unlock. Unfortunately, it is surrounded by aquapedes. Unsurprisingly, they put it there for a reason. So, like, do I want to shelter for safety, or do I want to just like try to get the unlock and sleep? Have I said this before? I had another idea for a game. Except that for this time it's like actually just an idea, and not like probably ever something not something I'm ever going to make. So it'd be hard. But like, I've seen a lot of fishing games recently, and people being interesting in the fishing mechanics in games, and I think it's interesting. I think fishing is interesting in games. I think Stardew Valley probably has my favorite system. I think the mini game is pretty fun and challenging, but it has this unfortunate problem where the better you get at fishing, the easier it becomes, and it stops being fun. You just automatically catch like everything except for the hardest fish, which like show up like so rarely. Like level 3 or lower fishing in Stardew against like some kind of easy fish. That's I think that's some of the better fishing in mini games. There's other games like Minecraft and Terraria have really bad systems where it's just like you sit there and wait, so it's like just kind of boring. There's like other game that's like only about fishing. I forgot the gravity stuff here. Web fishing? I haven't played that game, but I'm not a fan of. I think the fishing requires like spamming, which like kind of feel like I feel like that goes against the point of it being like a relaxing game where you have to like constantly spam the button to fish. Although I'm sure it's not that bad. People seem to enjoy it. But anyway, my idea was, imagine like a 2D platformer, maybe even like Metroidvania-ish, where you like unlock new movement abilities, but I'm not entirely sure about that part. But you have this like big world to traverse, focusing on like movement challenges. But then like your reward for like navigating to an area is like a fishing spot, and you get to fish and like bring them back to your base or whatever. What am I looking at? Submerged, centipede or Aquapede unlock. Okay. So it's over here. I think that's like one of the most interesting ways to do exploration, where you're exploring for locations where you can do something, you know? Like, instead of just like wandering around this world and be like, oh, this is a cool place, and then that's it. It's more like, oh, here's a cool place, time to return to like to recover like valuable materials, or like, I don't know, something interesting, like some reason to return there in the future. But also, like, the first time you found it, not only was it a cool place to discover, but it was also like worth your time because you get something out of it. And if the game is all about fishing, then it's like, oh, a new area, I get to like fish here for like a few minutes and like catch a bunch of new fish. Okay, I think I'm just passing out of here immediately. Probably to industrial. Maybe to pipe yard. Maybe I just go to pipe yard to get the centipede unlock, and then I go, or the centipede goal, and then I just go to industrial afterwards. Let me look at this pipe yard map. Oh yeah, that was 3 challenges and a bingo. Yeah, let's just go to pipe yard. GG. We're not done yet. And if it's a platformer, and you're fishing, obviously, the most obvious thing, obviously use the fishing rod as a grappling hook to move around for like movement tech. That has to happen. There's a bunch of pearls here. Okay, so I gotta hit centipedes. Where are centipedes? Yeah, just hit them. I don't need to kill them. I think... Okay, I know what to do. Also, there's something just kind of intriguing about the idea of trying to turn fishing into like a central mechanic, and like trying to like have progression too. Like, oh no, this is like a legendary fish that requires like a strong fishing rod to catch, or like special bait or something like that. Or like you can't catch this fish, you need to like level up your fishing skill or your strength or whatever it is. I don't know. That's just like such a funny idea. Where it's like a typical like RPG adventure where you're like leveling up your stats and stuff, but it's fish instead of like fighting like slimes and zombies. I guess they're more like skeletons. Did not mean to do that. Cursed room. Rivulet does not care. That's a new one. Bluetooth centipede. I have a gift for you. I'm actually almost done with this. I can get the vulture grubs in Chimney now that we can finally enter that region. I'll try to get the bombs here in Industrial, but you know that still is just RNG if bombs even show up at all. You can just like get points, go up the wall. Not that much left. Okay, those are slopes, you can't do that. Slide button? I don't know how I feel about that. Hi. Yeah, I don't know. Movement tech should require multiple inputs. That's part of the difficulty, part of the learning curve, you know? It is difficult, so it feels rewarding when you're actually able to get consistent at it. Beat the game button. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna like sleep in this shelter until there's bombs in the treasury. The last karma flower will be in Chimney. Doing bigger or something? Look at the screen. Does it look like bingo? Actually, I guess it's not. I'm trying to fill the whole board. Nice scavenger. Do you happen to have a bomb? You're blue. Is it the same layout? This looks the same. There's like explosive spears. There's... I'm dead. Okay. Maybe that re-rolls the treasury. The loading times are getting longer. That's always fun to see. Favorite suck at? It's rivulets. That's why I'm doing the stream. Oh, I rolled bad centipede RNG, and I messed up my spirit throw. And backflip. Campaign? I don't know. I don't really like any of them. Survivor? That's the real answer. Survivor's campaign will always just be peak rain world for me. Why are you going after me? Not the scavenger trying to kill you. I'll just be taking that. Oops. Oops. You want to kill that guy? And like, I got one bomb at least. So that's some progress. I guess there's another treasury in Chimney. I could get that. I don't really have a way to get food right now. I guess I could try to blow up that centipede. Yeah, throw another spear. Where'd that spear go? Hello? Did the guy pick it up? Actually, I feel like scavengers gotta be the reason why you sometimes just don't find any spears in the area. That's where the scavengers pass by and they just pick them all up. This is totally fine that you do this. I just find it so interesting that so many viewers will show up to the stream just to ask a bunch of like favorite questions. Like what's your favorite creature? What's your favorite slug cat? What's your like? It's happened so often. And I guess I don't know. I think it's interesting because I personally would have no interest in that. You show to a stream and I don't know, you just watch. And if you watch for long enough, you'll probably figure out what their favorite stuff is. I keep messing up that jump. I guess I'll eat this. That was risky, and I messed it up again, but we're living. More bombs, please. More bombs, please. The same scavengers are here. That's cool. Hey, that's a bomb. I guess I'll just leave now. Wait, they get jump scared by the overseer. Didn't even get blown up. He just tanked that explosion. Uh-uh. It would be so neat if we could watch overseers like change the world in some small ways. I guess it's like not confirmed, not confirmed that they can do stuff like that. There's like one iterator jokes about like having the. Oh, I need to kill you. One iterator jokes about having the overseers dig the cans to make them fall into the void sea. Like, can overseers dig? Even if it was very slow. Why did you release that guy just to attack me instead? I guess like inspectors, you know, inspectors could probably move stuff around. They pick up spears at least. There's another, like, white lizard here. I might kill that. Looks like no. I'll probably find some in... Why not stun me? What's going on? Welcome back. I remember when I was playing Cogmind, one of the most interesting things about that game is the way that so many NPCs just kind of go around and do stuff. Like, you will literally watch robots like dig out chambers and expand the facility just as you're just like moving around and playing the game. If you destroy a bunch of robots, some other guys will come by and clean up the mess. It's just like a rain world. It's all going on, and you are not the main character. Oh, I should have eaten. Shoot, I messed up a little bit. I should have eaten these guys. All right, so we go for points soon. Maybe next cycle, because I wanted the vulture cheese. Well, I guess that's not really the iterators directly making changes. That's just kind of like a side effect of increased water consumption. Should be some bat flies in this room, or like 1,000 creatures. Get back here. Oh well. I would kill these guys next cycle. Maybe. Maybe you? That was the last one that I needed. Why are they all ignoring me? There's at least one white lizard in this whole region, right? It's Chimney Canopy. This is like the white lizard area. Is there a challenge to eat a certain amount of food in one cycle? I guess it would be limited by how much you physically can eat. I guess if you're like Gourmand, it could be like way higher, or Artificer. Like, it'd be funny if there was a challenge that forced you, as a carnivore, to like eat like blue fruit. How many would you need? Like 20 something. I don't know. Quite a large amount of fruits. No! Wait, come back. I don't have a weapon. I gotta kill this lizard. I have a rock. Wait, they're just gonna shelter. Yeah, okay. Hopefully they come back. Did I activate the echo? I already forgot. Welcome back to another episode of Vulture Cheese. Today we will be killing vultures. Hopefully all 5 of them in the whole region. But I'll need to be careful because sometimes they fall into the abyss. It'd be funny if you could sometimes see like a dead creature fall from the sky. Or I guess they would die from the fall, right? Like we're in Chimney, like the whole thing is stacked on top of itself. So some of the creatures that fall off the edge in the upper rooms, they should fall down to the bottom. Actually, there's a mod that doesn't, alright? Like death bits are no longer lethal if there's a room below them. So there's a particular way to do this. I think it involves a rock. So you have to look at the map. Well, I don't know if you have to look at the map, but... Okay, so that guy's right there. Hi. Oh, is that it? Sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, so that should kill. That should count as a kill. Yeah. That's what I was worried about. Stratus genius. This is pretty well known for anyone who does like score runs. Here's this other one. This guy is so slippery. I just pinned it to the wall. You see that? The way that the vulture like bumped me to the side, so I ended up throwing the spear in the wrong direction. There's no other spear in this whole room. Wait, don't they despawn? Okay, there's usually a spear here. I guess I might as well just take a vulture mask for the other points. And there might be another vulture still in the region. I guess it's worth checking. There should be 5 in total, but you know, there's a few reasons why there might be less than that. Okay, I think we're just done with vultures, which means I need 30 more points. Shouldn't be that bad. In fact, here's a pole plant. Some people say this pole plant is useless. I think they're free 2 points or something. I need to eat, so There's food. I think it's a little, like, weird that... they don't give that much food. Those scented wings. It's like 3 pips? 3 or 4? Like, really? Scented wing? Nah. Oh. Nice little delay to mix me up. I don't think it's worth... they're a little bit too annoying to kill. There should be like a ton of lizards down here. That would be way easier. One of the lizards was approaching me. One was brave. I think I still need to kill a white lizard. I don't even know if there's another white lizard in the whole region. I think there's usually one up here, but I don't know about it for rivulets. I guess not. Maybe they moved. I'll get him eventually. Okay, there we go. Not dead yet. Okay, I should be able to just get the center wing. And that's that. And maybe if I sleep one more time, there's a higher chance that the white lizard will show up. But I need to check the map to see where they can even spawn. But there's only 2 more challenges left. Actually, if I just go up the wall, there's tons of white lizards there. What am I thinking? Yeah, actually, it looks like there's just the one spawn at the top of Chimney, but they'll be disabled because of the echo. And then there still are some on the walls, so I'll get those. And I will take the mask. You know, I'll take one of these too. You never know. That one pole there actually kind of ruins that chain. Oh, I guess that one works. Probably do that instead. Guess he showed up. Appreciate your sacrifice, even though it was not the points. The echo is like very subtly slowing down time here. I don't know. I have to come up with some reason why I messed that up so many times. This is actually a really interesting board. The way some of the challenges kind of force the specific routes. Although I feel like it might be the kind of board where it's actually worth just ignoring them. Just like go to Chimney earlier, go to outskirts, just to complete goals. It's like I could go from like Pipe Yard to the Sky Islands to Farm Race to outskirts, or I could just go to Industrial and outskirts, you know. There's like an easier route. And that would give you a head start on those challenges. Or you could just keep the challenges. It's fun in the Watcher. It works. It's a little buggy. There's a mod that adds Expedition mode for Watcher, and that mod is compatible with Bingo mode. The problem is a lot of challenges don't work. Some passages are broken. Some eat creature goals are broken. There's a lot of weird problems like that, which makes sense because there's no official like expedition support or bingo mode support for the Watcher. So it's kind of surprising that it does work in any capacity. The main problem is that the map of the Watcher is kind of a mess. And like most of the time you're starting in the same spots because the map layout of the Watcher is very most portals kind of lead in the same direction, which is towards Shadow Terrace, right? If you just kind of wander around and just go in portals as you see them, you're likely to end up in Shadow Terrace eventually, right? The problem is that most of those portals are from Echoes. Sorry about that. Most of the challenges are from Echoes, and Echoes are a one-way portal in the sense that if you see an Echo, you can go through the portal, but you can't come back unless you've seen the Echo already, right? So it opens up the portal on both sides. So let's say you're playing a bingo and you randomly start in, I don't know, Signal Spires. Signal Spires connects to a region, Stormy Coast. It connects to Stormy Coast, but through an Echo from Stormy Coast. So if you're in Stormy Coast, it's pretty easy to get to Signal Spires, but you can't go backwards. The only other way to get to Signal Spires is to take like a long convoluted route through a bunch of other regions. And that's usually how it is, unless you've already seen all the Echoes to open up the portals, right? Yeah, you'd have to take a route that's like Signal Spires to Verdant Waterways to, I think, Turbulent Pump to Heat Ducts to Stormy Coast. Like, that's how you would get to those regions. It's way harder to go backwards closer to the starting regions than it is to move forwards towards Shadow Terrace. So it kind of means that you have to start in the starting regions. And there's just less variety. And also, like, it's just so hard to, like, figure out where to go at all. Unless you've, like, memorized the entire map and every single portal connection. If you've perfectly memorized where every single portal is, where every portal leads, and like the fastest route between any 2 points in the map, it's going to be more difficult, you know. It's like not that hard with base game Rain World because you can roughly lay out the regions on a flat 2D map. And so like, oh, I'm in Outskirts, I want to go to Chimney, I guess I just go up, right? You go up and eventually you end up in Chimney, right? It's that simple. If I want to go to Farm Raise, just go left. You want to go to Shoreline, go right and maybe down, you know. Anyway, that's the bingo done. B. Meanwhile, Rivulet is just taking a nap. Their job is done. One thing that I wanted to test is some broken stuff. Well, actually, I don't think it will work. So this is either just gonna crash the game, or work in a really weird way. I'm gonna try something though. Actually, the game might just crash on its own. We're here. I mean, looks like it works. The gate is just closed. You are trapped in outer expanse. Well, the rooms are like loaded in. I guess if I had warp menu, would I be able to do the same thing? I wonder if warp menu works, then bingo also works. Whoa, yo, calm down. I just stabbed you with a spear. It's not a big deal. Fog Demon. I haven't heard that name in years. I think they're dead. It's kind of hard to tell. So I guess you could technically make it an Outer Expanse bingo for rivulets. You just have to stick within Outer Expanse and maybe like outskirts. I guess I could go there. I could just try to get to outskirts. Yeah, I'm gonna jump down the pit. I don't know if I've been to Outer Expanse as rivulet like ever. Yeah, the Outer Expanse gate should be open because normally you have to unlock it first by going to Pebbles. Unless you have the save file set up already. So, you know, everyone should just have the gate unlocked. But I think this is just like a world state thing where just for Rivulet, the gate is just always unlocked. For some reason, even though you can't even enter the room. Also, no are there going to be no creatures at all? There's bat flies. I actually don't remember how to get to outskirts, so probably not going to take a very good route. Flies and stowaways. The only ones left after the apocalypse. Yeah, I think creatures are just deleted. Guess they just don't get loaded in for rivulets. Because you're not supposed to be here. I think stowaways are they're like an object that's just placed on the map. They're not really like the same as other creatures. They're like worm grass, you know. The pole in the middle. I thought like this was just like a trap. Like, oh, don't fall down here. The water kind of obscures it a little bit. Oh, this is actually the right path, I think. Maybe? I know this room usually has a billion centipedes in it. Right. Oh yeah, this is it. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Yeah, not ending the stream yet. Hello? Rivulet, why'd you do that? Did I swim faster because I'm Rivulet, so the cutscene broke? That's kind of funny. I've not been here in like 2 years, actually. Actually, no, I think I played a video game where I went this fast. Or maybe I didn't? I don't know. So I guess this seems to work correctly. I guess just the problem of there just being no creatures at all in OE. Does it normally look like this? Okay, this is more normal. This should just be rid of this world state now. It's back to normal. Yeah, those rooms look like they were like a wasteland. Like the life got drawn out of everything. It kind of actually still kind of looks like that. a little bit desaturated. The zone has been purified. Alright, back to normal. Back to silencers being everywhere. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, you can go to OE, but there's nothing there. Probably going to end the stream here, I think. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.